Hi everyone, I'm Karna Sundby, life coach at Peak Health and Wellness in Missoula, Montana, and I'm also a master practitioner of NLP, which stands for Neuro Linguistic Programming. This month in my newsletter, I'm going to be talking about finding your higher purpose. There's a quote that I really love from Mary Oliver. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it goes like this. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? It's a question which begs to be asked by all human beings because we all have a purpose in being here, a purpose which is unique. None of us are alike. We are all, each of us, a completely unique individual with special talents, unique personalities, and diverse potentials and perspectives and DNA. And there will never, ever again be another you on this planet. There will never be someone who smiles the way you smile, or cries the way you cry, or laughs the way you laugh, or someone who expresses kindness and generosity the way you do, or someone who thinks the way you do, or understands what you do, or loves the way you do. There will only ever be one you on this earth, and you have a special purpose in being here. So what is that higher purpose? Why am I on this earth? I decided to talk about finding our higher purpose in my newsletter this month because I think a lot of us have had some time to reevaluate our lives during the COVID lockdown. During the second week of the lockdown, I had a client who told me, I think my prayers are being answered. She said, I've been praying for more time with my kids and more connection with my husband and a break from work so that I could really get some clarity on the direction of my business. And that's what I've been given. I think my prayers are being answered. Not that I thought it would happen like this or would ever want this to happen. And I've been talking to many of my clients who have been saying that they're using this time to reflect on how they want their world to be different when things go back to some version of normal. I know I've been asking myself, how can I become better as a result of all that we're going through? And now that the country is reopening, I've been hearing people say, I don't really want to go back to work. Why? Is it because we're becoming lazy? I don't think so. I think it may be because we've had some time to think about what it is that we want in life. If you look at your life before the coronavirus, were you excited to get out of bed each day? And if not, why not? I suspect that many people, perhaps most people, are not living the lives they want to live. Maybe this bizarre time of a global pandemic is an opportunity to not go back to the old normal. Maybe this can be a time that you ask yourself some questions, a time to explore you, a time to grow, a time to think about what you're passionate about and how you might be able to create the life that you truly want. I saw a short video a long time ago of motivational speaker Les Brown, and he was talking about the two best days of our life. The first being the day we were born, and the second being the day we understood why we were born and what we were to do here. The whole world is now focused on jump-starting the economy. Maybe it's a great time to consider, how can I jumpstart my life? That's why I chose this month to share some tips on exploring your higher purpose and your passion in life. Because what I know for sure is that all living systems have a purpose in life. Whether it's a tree, a seed, an animal, a star, we all have a purpose. And as human beings, it's part of our life's journey to discover what that purpose is, why we are here. Each of us has a special reason, and when you find it, it's very fulfilling. Discovering who you are and what makes you happy and what you feel passionate about are things that can help you find your higher purpose. And Discovering your higher purpose is the key to living a fulfilling life. It's a lifelong journey. It's a journey we take one step at a time. It's a journey of reflection and reevaluation. And sometimes it's a journey of overwhelmment and challenges. But it's an individual journey because no one can give the answers to you, because the answers are within you. I took a class many years ago from Chris Hallbaum, one of the brilliant minds in the world of NLP, and I learned that there are 4 aspects to discovering your higher purpose: your mission, your passion, your contribution, and when you combine all 3 of these, you find your dharma. You're living your divine purpose. I feel qualified to talk about the subject of finding your higher purpose because I'm someone who is living her dharma. How do I know? Because I can feel it. Sometimes I say to my husband, every time I work with a client, I feel like every little cell in my body is happy. Sometimes we'll go on a vacation and I will have booked clients for the day after we return, and then when we're coming back, I feel like, oh, I just wish I had one more day of vacation. Then I get back and I go have a session with a client and I'm so happy. I feel so fulfilled because I know I'm making a difference in that person's life. I know I'm living my purpose. And that is the very best feeling there is. So let's talk about these 4 aspects to your finding your higher purpose. The first one, what is your mission? Your mission is your own personal evolution as a human being. It's your story of who you are and who you're becoming. It's the story of what you do in the world. It's being clear about your values so that your life is a reflection and an expression of your values. It's about aligning your inner world with your outer world so that what you do in the world is congruent with what you believe. Gandhi said, "My life is my mission." Second thing, your passion. Your passion comes from your inner self, from your heart. It's the fuel that drives your mission. Your passion ties into what your unique talents and gifts and resources are. Your passion is an expression of you as a unique person. It's like your thumbprint, who you are in the world. And then there's your contribution. Your contribution is how you use your mission and your passion to make a difference in the world. It's an expression of your outer self. It's how the world sees you. Everyone has a way of contributing. Life on our planet is designed to work within a system of reciprocity, from photosynthesis to the way a little seed is planted and it grows into food that we can eat, to the food chain in the animal kingdom. It's all designed as a system of giving and receiving. That's why human beings are never truly happy and fulfilled until they're making a contribution. It's part of the design here on earth. So then there's your dharma. When you combine the 3 things that we've been talking about, your mission, your passion, and your contribution, then Deepak Chopra would say, you're living your dharma. You're living your divine purpose. If you look at the world around you, if you look at people in your own life, I'm sure you will find people who are living their dharma, people who shine from the joy of being fulfilled. These are often the people who most inspire us. If you could talk to them, they would have a story to tell. And it's probably a story of facing fears, of overcoming obstacles, of dealing with challenges. All the things that have molded them into becoming who they are and doing what they do in the world. The journey of finding your higher purpose is often a journey through tough times. It was for me. 26 years ago, I was living the life of my dreams. I was in love. I was I had a career with a Fortune 5 company, Fortune 500 company. I was making plenty of money. I was living on the water in Seattle. We had so many dreams. My dreams died when I came home from work one evening and found my fiance dead. He had ended his life. I swear I could hear the sound of my life, my dreams shattering on the pavement as the medics carried him away. I was shattered. It was a long time before I was able to find any joy in life. But I had a wonderful grief counselor who helped me so much that I considered becoming a grief counselor myself. And as I was researching where to do my graduate work, I discovered NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming, which is actually the study of how the brain stores our human experience, our memories, our emotions, our trauma, our beliefs. NLP led me to find more resilience in myself than I'd ever known, and it took me on a profound path of healing. And as a result, I discovered more strength, more compassion, and more depth within me than I had ever known. I realized that I wanted to help other people find their own inner wisdom and resilience and transform their lives. So I became an NLP coach and discovered the work that I'm so passionate about today, 26 years later. For me, the greatest tragedy in my life led to my greatest transformation. It led me to find my higher purpose, helping other people heal from their trauma and finding their inner strength, perhaps more strength than they would have otherwise known in their lives. So why am I telling you my story? Because I know that many people are going through tough times now, and I know that many people are afraid, but on the other side of fear lives possibility. These are really challenging times, but maybe it's an opportunity. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, but maybe we're being forced to change in ways that will make us feel better and happier in days to come. The story I told you was the story of the toughest time in my life, and I really didn't believe that I would ever be happy again. But now, I'm happier than I have ever been in my life. I tell my story because it may give someone else hope. So if you're having a hard time these days, then perhaps you need to find your own inner resilience. How do human beings find resilience? It's usually by reaching out for help. Just reaching for help. That's the very first step out of victimhood. And these days, there's so much help available. So just reach out for the kind of help that you need right now. And if you need help managing your emotions or figuring out what's stopping you from living the life of your dreams, then I'm a very good resource for you. I offer free 30-minute consultations to discuss how I might help you, and I'm offering sessions to people on a sliding scale these days so that anyone who wants to have sessions with me can have them. In this newsletter, I've posted some questions and some steps, some questions you can ask yourself and some steps that you can take to help you explore the subject of your higher purpose and passion. Sometimes, if you ask the right questions, you get the right answers. No one else has the answers for you because, as I said, the answers are within you. But a coach can be a sounding board for you and help you think strategically about what you want in life. This is an extraordinary time to be alive. A tough time, but an extraordinary time. It's a time which may compel you to make some changes. Ask yourself, is what you're doing in your life working? Is it a life where you get up in the morning each day excited to be alive? If it's not working, If your life is not all that you want it to be, then change it. Perhaps I can help you do that. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with this one wild and precious life? Thank you.